You were challenged. You claimed his territory by the fact that he wasn't there anymore.
Yeah.
He disapparated. It'd probably be quicker to go to 8.
That's what I thought originally, but then I was like, those lines connecting the zones are pretty long.
But loading screen.
Yeah. One loading screen gets you from the west end of the map to the east end of the map, so.
Yep. I'm assuming no loading screens in new Monster Hunter games.
Nope.
Yeah. They could still make some really impressive maps because the regions themselves are not that large. And we've seen the kind of open world stuff that can come out today. And just by scale, the places in the Monster Hunter games probably aren't that big.
Oh, yeah. Did you see that Gary's mod map that's 4,028 universes large?
I did not.
Yeah, it's over 4,000 times the size of the known universe.
I heard about some other stuff with, I can't remember. There was one of the GTA games actually had like one of the biggest maps for the longest time. And every time a game came out that had a open world map of the same city, it was smaller.
Yeah.
It's like Rockstar did that like 10 years ago, man. But
yeah, the Gary's mod map is it sounds cool, but it's so big it literally doesn't mean anything to play it.
Yes.
Because you will never get to anywhere in any amount. No matter, you can play it a billion years and you will never get anywhere. There won't be anything to see or anything to do.
Yeah,
You'll just be a little bit further in space than the person who stopped after 10 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, unless you can up your speed.
You can.
There you go.
But even if you make it like a billion times normal speed, it's like, what? Like, space is big, idiot.
Well, at least somebody made a game as big as Starfield said it would be. Want to be a first-rate hunter? They got you promoted? No. What? Oh, you need
to do the urgent quest. My first monster hunt.
Okay, we'll do this, and then we'll,
slay 3 Velociprey. Wow, that's not much.
Nope. Help, the children are being attacked by small blue monsters that we call Velociprey.
Oh, yeah. I have to pay a fee to take the quest.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
Yeah, they got rid of that in the later games because it's very not fun.
It's kind of arbitrary. I can't imagine why.
It's to punish you for failing.
Oh.
And the way it's like presented in this is like, look, the village is going to give you supplies to do what you need to do, but like
that's a better.
We don't have all that much.
That's a better explanation.
Yeah. But still, it sucks because it's annoying to have to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, it's pretty rough that you can't even make a basic potion without 2 ingredients.
Do you only make it with 1?
Yeah, in the newer games, you just need an herb.
I think my shampoo bottle finally fell.
Oh, that's what that was.
I think so. I'm going to go check that.
Well, I'm grateful that there's a nice stack of them here.
And you said you just need herb for potions in the future?
Yeah. Hello, Velociprey, are you here?
Oh, no, it's yours.
Oh. Well, fuck it.
Right, skin cream.
Cream of the skin cream.
When his skin isn't good enough, he gets cream of other skin. They're like, wow, it's so soft. And he's like, thanks, it's not my skin. Thanks, skin cream. Sell me more money, I'll buy more stuff. Do you just combine herb with shroom and then you get relevant potion in this? Or
special mushroom? What? It's just called special?
I don't know, eat it, see what happens. Or combine. What? Oh, it doesn't want you to? What the fuck? Bro, we can't make... Maybe it won't let you make anything because you have no space?
Oh, yeah, you might be right.
Oh, there it is, special mushroom. You can just eat it. Tiny, difficult to pick. Rare 5.
Yeah.
Ingredient of moss wine?
Yeah, that's the pigs.
Oh, I see. Wow, my man found a tier 5 item.
We'll discard the raw meat. I can always get more of that.
Does that actually show up on the ground, or does it... Oh, no, just not a thing. Huh.
I haven't seen any animal corpses. It's usually a good sign, but...
I think we spotted one in... actually here before.
Ooh. Secret zone. Do I get a reward? Is there a material here that would be nice?
There's weird leaves on the left.
This is probably where a particularly rare animal lives.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we found a corpse here last time.
Yeah, but today's a new day, so...
It's true.
Any ones that we saw before are null and void.
What are some of what you would deem the best items in the current Monster Hunter games?
Like consumable items, or do you mean like
things that you think are neat or fun as far as the items go? Only thing I can think of is, doing a really big funny with the exploding barrels. I always like exploding barrels.
So in Monster Hunter World, there is a corpse.
That's the same one.
In World, there's a exploit with gun lance. They have a move where they shoot a big needle into the monster, and then if you hit that part of the monster that has the needle in it, here we go. Enough times, the needle will explode and do a bunch of extra damage. So it's like a team mechanic where you pick a limb and then you get everyone to focus on it with the promise of bonus damage, right? Well, how the gun lance works is when it fires that needle is it puts out a hitbox, and the hitbox checks for all valid targets in the hitbox and makes a separate needle that targets each one of those valid targets. So if you put a monster to sleep and then you stack a whole bunch of snowmen and explosive barrels on top of the monster and then do the needle, the gun lance will detect a whole bunch of valid targets instead of just one, and it will spawn a whole bunch of needles, but only the monster itself can actually get hit by the needles. So all the needles get duplicated and go onto the monster, and then it does like tens of thousands of damage. You can kill most of the monsters in the game with one move.
That's great.
And it's been in the game since World, and obviously Iceborne itself has now been out for a while, and they still haven't patched it. So,
damn.
I guess intended content. I guess I should have figured out how to block at some point. But,
R1, that's also how you roll. Well, I guess these are Velociprey and not Jaggies, unless you really do live in the boonies and the guards are just making shit up and they're just believing what the chief says. Very likely. I wonder how high tier of quests you have to get to before the other the veterans show up and they're just like, does he have a license for that?
I don't remember. Yeah.
Do the corpses usually just go away in the games now, or do they kind of stick around for a bit to give you, or do they just stick around until, milked?
Small monsters like this, it doesn't last very long, but...
Stone?
Yeah. The huskberry I'm good with getting rid of. I actually think the stone might be more valuable. I mean, you need rocks to craft with, my guy.
I believe you?
All right, now we get rid of the stone. No, we get rid of the crickets. I don't care about them.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if there was an interesting item that can be crafted that's, I don't know, very weird, but fun to use.
I mean, probably the more abstract mechanic at this point is the tainted meats. You can put drugs in meat and then leave it around for the monsters to eat, and then they get different ailments.
Yeah.
Really does not happen anymore. Almost nobody bothers to do that, so... just because it takes too long, and like they've made the games fast-paced enough, you just run up and hit the monster.
Yeah. Oh.
What?
It was that.
Oh, okay.
You just got it to sell it. It was just a gemstone, basically. All right, well.
We did it. We got through the 1-star missions, and we can now do 2 stars.
That's right. Has it been a good to get back to the roots of Monster Hunter, Ryan?
Yeah, I really like this.
I don't know, Ryan. What do you think? You good with just one off in this game? You all right with that? Or are you gonna be like, I want to play more Monster Hunter on PS2?
What do I have to do now? I already did that. Mushroom picking.
Present for the armorer.
Kelby horns.
5 well done steaks. Oh, is that the egg?
Yeah,
that's
get the
it.
wyvern egg.
That's the mission. I fucking.
Okay, so we're not even gonna get to fight a real monster until 3-star.
You think you wanna do a few more of these just in the future?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Maybe.
I know you want to.
It would be cool to get a different weapon.
Yeah, but it's probably a good thing you got the armor. I assume that warthog would have just.
Well, I'm only getting 5 armor, which is like almost nothing.
Also, who are these guys with this enormous amount of armor and weapons at exorbitant prices in a town where you're the only guy who can use? I guess they have guards, but
I need to get a I need to get a pickaxe so I can get some iron ore and start upgrading.
That's probably going to be a future mission where they tell you, did you know that rocks have stuff we want? I thought that was a hat this
Oh, there
whole
might be
time.
somebody. Oh, the treasured item. Hey,
the bug
pickaxes.
Bug net, too. Oh, look at that.
The nice thing is the mini whetstones are use once and it's done. Regular whetstones are use a random number of times and then it's done. It's like every time you use it, there's a chance that it's no good anymore and you have to throw it out.
Is there like a range? Like one?
It could be 1, it could be 10.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
It's the surprise makes things fun. Yeah, you can get bombs right out of the shop, or you can get a barrel and put your own stuff in it.
Again, who is driving this economy exactly? I guess there are other people working. I mean, they're doing well enough to have a festival that they want you to prepare 5 big hunks of meat for, so.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, at least for right now in this story, this is a pretty quiet place.
Yeah.
You just go outside, get meat.
Do conditions of the world change as time goes on?
I don't think it's going to be that interactive, but the story's basically monsters come here and it's a problem.
Gee, my brothers.
He said you can make these by using combining. Wow, I didn't think of that.
Oh, it's the attractive woman? Nope, that's... What the fuck?
Yeah.
What is this?
It's the sword from the hero.
When are you able to get that?
Never.
What?
Yep.
Does that ever show up in the future?
Nope.
They put Excalibur in the game?
I believe it's supposed to be a sword from an Elatrion. Like, a great hero at one point slew an Elatrion, which is a black dragon, so one of the worst monsters of the worst. And made a sword out of it, and then stuck it in that rock when he died, and...
He's like, I put a bunch of edges on it, so...
Yeah.
Nobody can pull it out, and nobody's gonna break it out, because I'm just gonna, like, fly away, and everybody's gonna think, we can't pull that out. Best prank. I can't believe that they would put that there without a way to get it out of there.
You know, it being serrated so that it would be hard to pull out would make sense if it was made from an Elatrion. Because Elatrion is the reverse scaled dragon. There's a colloquialism, I guess you would call it maybe, in Japan, where reverse scales on a dragon are like a manner of speaking for a subject which shouldn't be brought up. So like if you're at a dinner with your boss and he recently got divorced, don't start talking about marriage and divorce and shit, because like you're just gonna piss off the dragon by fucking with his scale that grew in wrong. So
okay, so after you finish the 4-star missions and somewhere in the middle of finishing 5-star missions, you can pull out the sword.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken, it upgrades into a very nice weapon, something like the legendary hero sword.
Oh, okay.
285 attack.
285 attack, huh? That's pretty good considering I only have 84 attack right now.
You can also upgrade it to the Master's Blade, which has 279. To upgrade it to Master's, you need Hunter Citation.
Yep.
That's like a fucking ticket.
Yeah. Yeah, the guild writes those to basically tell everyone, look, this guy's not fucking around, so you better help him.
You can only pull the sword out after you have killed LOS in one player, or Los.
Oh, he's talking about Diablos.
Oh, why did you resurrect this ancient thread? And this is from 2005, so it was already an old thread.
That's funny.
We'll see if we come back to this. Ryan will get the itch every now and again. We'll see.
I do like hearing the town music again.
Oh yeah.
I listen to Monster Hunter the Jazz a lot.
Yeah.
And one of the songs in there is this just remixed, and it is quite good.
I can hear it working with that. That's
also this is the theme for the Dragon Fatalis.
Oh.
Which is supposed to be the final boss of the game, but it's slowed down and made like melodic.
Yep.
So
it's the same melody but lower tempo and more probably strings, a bit of brass maybe.
Also, in the Monster Bible for Monster Hunter,
yeah,
elder dragons are traditionally given a Latin choir. So if there's adding the human voice to a song for a monster is a matter of elevating it to like a new level. So if they're singing, that usually means like it's either the ultimate form of that monster or it's an elder dragon, which is like the category of monsters where they are so mystical and magical that we don't really have a scientific grounding to like even begin looking into them yet. So
either way, it leads to
yeah. Which in Monster Hunter World, there is a fantastic encounter. There's a monster called Brachydios, which is the concatenation of the two Latin words brachy for punching and dios for god. And
I've heard about this.
Yeah, he has a pompadour like Josuke from JoJo.
Yep, Stardust Crusaders.
And
sorry. Yeah,
Brachydios is a regular monster. He's a bipedal wyvern that does punching attacks, and he has basically like a morning star for a tail. And his punches cause explosions. And the fight starts off. The fight against this variant of Brachydios starts off. It's pretty normal. He's a little bit tougher, but all the same tricks that work on normal monsters work on him. And then you get to the last phase, and then they redo his song, and he starts punching the ground, and then a choir starts playing, and he strikes the ground, and it all turns like immediately like hardens to obsidian black, the whole room. All the entrances to the room shut close with rocks, and then traps stop working on him. You can't capture him anymore. And those are all the hallmarks of an elder dragon, because you can't capture them. You have to kill them. He won't let you escape. He also has a mechanic that can wipe the party, which is unique to elder dragons. And his song now has a Latin choir to it.
So is it like he
went plus ultra?
Yeah.
Yeah. He became the shonen protagonist of monsters. It was fantastic.
It makes me think of One Punch Man spoiler, where Garo, while he's fighting Saitama, gets really close to breaking that limit that Saitama did.
Yeah.
Where he's like, he gets really close to getting past that point, but he did it. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, it took a while for people to pick up on it, because the quest, it's just like, there's a really tough Brachydios out there, go do something about it. And then like you go into the mission, and like halfway through it goes from hunt the monster to slay, and it's like, you can't capture it anymore, you gotta kill it.
And you came prepared for a capture.
He just baits you into his cave and says, I didn't hear no bell.
Yeah.